So this is the Ignite Shreveport Bossier. Usually people put their name in their Twitter account when it's live, so if any of you use Twitter, you can follow me, but that's not really what we're here for. So I just want to talk about actually kind of where this concept started before I tell you about it. So Shreveport Bossier is really awesome. We all know that. But in my spare time, I'm always looking for cool events. You know, what are other cities doing that we could be doing in Shreveport Bossier? What cool events can we have 6 months from now? So a lot of times, that search really takes me to other cities. You know, what are other cities about the same size as us doing? So I found out about Boulder, Colorado. Boulder, Colorado is about, I want to say 400,000 people. And they have a lot of startup companies. Probably the most of any probably the most they're in the top 10 cities in the country with startups. But they also have a lot of creative people, and they have a lot of people that just do really interesting things. And we have that here in Shreveport Bossier. So, you know, why can't we have some of these events they have? And so I started looking into that, and it led me to this book, Startup Communities by Brad Feld, who's there in the corner of the screen. And so he wrote this entire book about some of the really awesome events they have in Boulder, Colorado. So I looked at this book, and every single event I thought, well, that's awesome. Why don't we have that event? You know, why can't we do that here? And then I read about this one event called Ignite Boulder. And I found out that Ignite Boulder had actually started in Seattle, where these two guys got the idea that they could take a bunch of local experts in particular subjects, put them in front of an audience, and have them talk and share those ideas that they wanted to share with the community, and actually do really awesome things by sharing those ideas. And so Ignite Shreveport Bossier was born. And
can you put a light on it?
So the cat's here for a reason. The reason the cat is here is because when I told people about this event, they thought it was cool, and they said, you know, it's a really cool event, but I thought I would have maybe 5 or 10 people here. Not as many people as actually showed up. I didn't even know if the speakers were going to show up when this was an idea in my head. And I just want to give a general warning to everybody that's about to see this presentation. You know, I was so gung-ho about getting this event going and getting everybody here tonight and making everything perfect that I didn't make a presentation. So 2 hours ago, I got home from setting up for the event, and I said, I need a presentation. And so I sat down, and I made what may be one of the worst PowerPoints you're ever going to see. So what's this event about? It's about 12 speakers with 20 slides, 15 seconds each, for a total of 5 minutes. And I really think that with these people sharing these ideas that they're so passionate about, that is pure awesomeness. So I'm telling you, when you're right next to the computer screen, those pictures are a little bit bigger. But all these people are in the room right now, and they're all talking about really interesting, unique topics that all have one thing in common. The person talking about them really cares about them. They're not up there giving a sales pitch. They're not up there giving a demo. They really care about what they're doing. So what's the goal of this? What do we want to do with Ignite Shreveport Bossier? Really, we want to bring creative people. We want to bring startup people. We want to bring community people. Whatever you're doing, if you're passionate about something, we want to bring you into the same room, have you share what you're passionate about, and inspire other people with that. Okay, so I don't know if anybody actually saw some of the information that I sent out about the event. We were going to have live music. And at the last minute, it didn't work out, so we don't have live music. So there's going to be a lot of talking and not a lot of music during the intermission. So sponsors. I'll thank these people throughout the night, but I want to go ahead and thank a few of them right now. The Bossier Arts Council, they gave us this building for the night to use. So we're very thankful for that. And Lambert Applications, and I don't think Apps for Pets is here tonight, but they donated stuff for door prizes that we'll hear about during the intermission. And then Cohab also made some donations. Okay, so on this slide we have PandaBit and John Scott, who is the CEO of that here, and Architects 3D Technology, Twin Ninja Labs, Twisted Root, and Rhino Coffee. Most of those are also door prize contributions and some other cool stuff that you'll find out later during the event. So the charity of the night was a concept that I borrowed from the event they had in Boulder in Seattle. And it was really, it came from the idea that if we're going to have all these creative people who care a lot about what they're doing in the same room, why can't they give back to the community at the same time? And so the way that worked out was, a couple of ways. One of the ways is a local business for this event, Twin Ninja Labs, agreed to donate $500 to the food bank. The other way is PandaBit. What PandaBit does is they have a donation box. You can drop your old electronics in the box, whether it's an old cell phone or an old computer, and they're going to take the money that they, the value of those electronics, and donate it to the food bank also. And we also have a representative. If you want to come up here just for a second before I continue.
So I'm passionate. I'm passionate about the food bank, and I'm really actually honored and amazed, and I think this is the coolest thing ever. So thank you so much. I have only been at the food bank for a couple of months. I've been at a lot of nonprofits for many, many years. I'm 55 years old. I can tell you this. The food bank is the most worthwhile organization I've ever been to. If you give them $1, like this sweet family gave $10. That $10 we stretch. $1 turns into 10. That $10 we're turning into $100. That's what's so amazing about the food bank. So thank you so very, very much for letting us do this. I appreciate you.
And Meg has the table downstairs. She's going to be at the table during the intermission. And so if you guys want to make donations during the intermission, you can just go over there and see her, and meet her, and make your donation. Okay, contrary to what the picture looks like, this is not a baby shower picture. This is a door prize picture right here. So some of those businesses that you saw in the sponsor slide there, like Rhino Coffee, Twisted Root, Cohat, and a few others, they made donations of gift cards and other stuff that are going to be up for door prizes. So if you, I think all of you have a little ticket that you got when you came in the door. Hold on to that. We're going to shout out some numbers during the intermission for the door prizes. And the guest book. A few of you saw it, a few of you didn't. Downstairs where you came in at that first desk, there's a guest book. The idea with the guest book is that there were some things we were able to do tonight for the event, there were some things we weren't able to do, but in the end we wanted it to be personal for each and every one of you. So if you sign the guest book, put your name and put your address, you're going to get a personal thank you card in the mail for showing up. Okay, so really what's the event about? It's about, this isn't actually what I was going to say, but I found this and it was perfect, it fit. So be good, be nice, have a fun time. That's what the event's all about. It's about sharing what you really care about with a room of other people that are all passionate about things. So without further ado, our second speaker is going to be Keith Hansen of Twin Ninja Labs. And if you've ever met him, you know he's very passionate about what he does.